watching The Leaping Lemur.
Burly boy Ronnie, I hope you fucking ditch your ass by getting a car. You fucking idiot. I hope you fucking go yourself.
Well, everyone, here we go. Today, we're going to be talking about the real-life Ursula, Leslie Clark. Now, you're probably wondering why I haven't made a Leslie Clark video in a while, and that's because this chick ended up getting banned. Exactly what I thought was going to happen. Her live streams kept getting banned. She kept saying stupid shit. She had some dumb mod that was arguing with people on live stream, and eventually, Leslie just ended up getting her whole account banned. And then she ended up deleting her account because she went on some crazy-ass rant telling people to unalive themselves. That's the best way to put it, and I hate using that word, but she told people to unalive themselves. It's insane. I don't ever remember Leslie being this crazy, but according to her, she's dealing with some shit right now because her grandma's in the hospital. I think her grandma might be passing away, so this is really affecting Leslie heavily. She's made multiple videos on it, and this is what people were referencing when she had her latest crash out. They were talking about how her grandma may have passed away, and of course that really triggered her, so she just started going off. Like, I've never seen Leslie crash out like this, and I know I emphasized this in the last video I made. Like I said, how this chick was influencing Leslie to be more aggressive. This is the craziest crash out from Leslie I've ever seen by far. This is way worse than the one that she had in the last video. Like, she was straight up going off on people and telling them to do some insane shit, like the kind of shit that could easily get you banned on TikTok, especially considering their censorship. They don't let shit pass at all on their live streams. They be banning people for like simple ass shit, you know what I mean? So like, basically Leslie's shit is gone. Both her accounts are gone. She has no backup account. She has no main account. Her main account was banned. Her backup account she deleted according to her Snapchat. And this is all coming from her Reddit. That's like the only place to find shit about her now because her accounts are deleted. I think she's got like a Facebook and a Snapchat, but I have no idea where to find those. I would just look at her TikTok page. Now, the three videos that I want to show you from Leslie are one where she talks about how she dated her cousin before or had a relationship with her cousin, and she goes on this rant about how her cousin isn't related to her by blood or something like that. I showed people on my live stream this, but I didn't make a video on this, and this really needs to be shown in a video. Like, a lot of people got to see this. It's an insane video. I'm surprised more people haven't like shared this around. The second video is Leslie Clark talking about how she wants to sign a DNR, which is like a do not resuscitate, because she's worried about her grandma, and she says that she doesn't want to be around when her grandma passes away. So it's some sort of thing where she's saying that she wants to, I guess she wants to unalive. I don't know what she's saying here. It might be some kind of bait thing, but the DNR situation, I don't think that's really how it works. Like, I'm sure you could sign a DNR. That's for like medical stuff, you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe that's how it works. I'm not really keen on that kind of stuff. But anyway, and then the third video is her eating Olive Garden, and it's awkward as fuck. I thought it was gonna be like an Olive Garden review, and it's just her sitting there watching like TV and eating Olive Garden. That's the whole video, but I find it kind of funny.
Okay, first of all, you are fucking disgusting.
Baby.
Second of all, you know me and Brian aren't really related,
What?
right? Tanya's not my mom. And I'm not related to his dad. So the only people he's really related to and are cousins with are my two brothers. We just call each other cousins because we fucking grew up together. Dumbass bitch. The reason why I've been thinking about signing a DNR is because I know I won't be able to live with him. I know I won't be able to live when my grandma's gone. I won't be able to. I won't be able to live anymore when my grandma's gone. I just know I won't be able to. Because life will be so fucking weird and hard without her. So I think it's for the best that I saw one. So when the time comes, and when they follow the DNR, I can finally go be with my grandma again. This is hard. Fuck cancer, bro. Fuck cancer. Why does it even gotta be a fucking thing? Hi, y'all. I've got Olive Garden for the very first time. I never had Olive Garden before in my entire life. So I got the chicken Alfredo. Let's try it.
5 minutes away. Where are you?
Oh my god, I swear. I'm trying to record a video. My charger doesn't want to freaking stand up my phone.
You're just not getting it. I worry that Lily will be left alone.
So anyways,
Journey of motherhood. I hope it's not a sign of
let me get this bad boy open. It's actually really, really good. Okay, now let's try a breadstick. Try it by itself.
Hi, I'm here for my doctor's
And try it with the cheesy marinara.
My name is Lexus.
I already took the lid off.
And I'm pregnant. And today I'm at my doctor's for my 38-week checkup.
Okay. Olive is actually really, really, really good.
Baby. I know.
I'm impressed.
Like actually full term today. Yep.
I can relate. I mean,
Yeah,
I can
okay.
relate to her and everything she's feeling because I was 15 and pregnant with her. I've experienced everything she's going through with her, but I never wanted that for Lexus, ever.
But I don't think it's a bad thing.
You would never want your child to experience it.
But yeah, that's dinner.
Now, these were all taken from the Reddit because, of course, her accounts are taken down. The only ones that are up are her old accounts that she has no access to from like 2024, 2023, right? Her backup and her main account are gone. It's a good thing that her Reddit's still up because it has a lot of good videos. Like, the only way I was able to find these videos was through there. I didn't have them saved. I couldn't find them backed up anywhere else. So shout out to the Leslie Clark Reddit, or I don't know what it's called, but you know, it's the main Reddit page for Leslie Clark content. And that first video is pretty fucking crazy when her excuse for having a crush on her cousin is that they're not related by blood. It's like, either way, that's your cousin.
I
She
don't think
makes
I am.
this
I think it's just
excuse and
nuts.
says that like the only reason that she calls him her cousin is
Not that-
because it's her brother's cousin, and it's like, wouldn't that make
Not
the
that-
guy your cousin? And she's like, well, it's not my mom's side, or some crazy shit. Like, she gives some crazy whack explanation, and she's like
Okay.
arguing with the person's girlfriend,
not
the
a wig.
person's wife, it looks like, because they're like saying that Leslie keeps wanting to get with her husband, which is Leslie's cousin. So she's speaking directly to this chick, and Leslie confirms that this is the chick, and then she calls her a bitch at the end. It just comes off as a really weird video. It seems like she really spites this chick because she has a crush on this dude. Like, she's mad because the chick married her cousin. I can't even make this shit up. Now, the second video is really sad. Watching Leslie sit there and cry about her grandma, it really is sad. Like, truly, I'm not joking. I'm not trying to be funny. It really is sad. And I really do feel for her because losing your grandma is a horrible thing, right? And I know everybody watching this has probably experienced a loved one passing away, so you probably feel for Leslie too. But it's also probably not a good thing, especially with her audience, to tell them about this because they just used it against her. Like, people who wanted to fuck with her just ended up using it against her, and that's where this new crash out comes from. They found out that her grandma was passing away and they started making jokes about it, and it got on her nerves because look at how sad she was about it, of course. And talking about it so open online gave these people the fuel to do these things. And I'm not saying it's good that they did these things. I'm just saying that because she talked about it, they then used that against her. Like, that's just how these things work. If you're a lolcat NorCal and you say bad shit's happening to you, well, then trolls are gonna go into your live stream and talk about the bad shit that's happening to you. And that made Leslie crash out. Never seen her get this angry before, and she said some pretty crazy shit to these people. Now we'll get to that a little bit later, but on a lighter note, that fucking Olive Garden video was crazy. That was worse than a Nova Online food review. It's like, who hasn't eaten at Olive Garden, bro? If you tried spaghetti, if you tried Alfredo, you've tried Olive Garden. That's all it is. It isn't really anything special. I think their breadsticks are kind of good, but other than that, it's like, okay, it's just fucking pasta, right? This chick doesn't even review it. Like, she doesn't even tell us if it's good or not at the end. I don't think she does, at least. Maybe she said like 1 or 2 words, but I just remember her opening up the video as if it was going to be a food review and then eating it and not really saying anything. Maybe I just got like bored towards the end and didn't really listen. Maybe she did say something. I don't know. Whatever it wasn't anything of value. It was probably like 1 or 2 words because I can't fucking remember. Actually, I do remember her at one point, like towards the middle of the video, interjecting and commenting on how it's good. So I guess she sort of gave a review, but it was like nothing in depth. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even compare it to a Nova Online food review. At least Nova Online tries to make it seem like he's reviewing the food and he's not just making a video to eat food. Here, Leslie's making it very clear that she just wanted to make this video as like a reason to eat Olive Garden. It's like, yeah, sure, it's the first time you ate Olive Garden. Okay. All right, so now that we got that out of the way, let's move on to some of her most recent live streams. Now, like I said, both her pages are gone. The only place that I could find these archived were the Reddit page. I think it's the r/like snark Leslie Clark or Leslie Clark snark, something like that, right? It's her main Reddit page, and they had these 2 live streams that they saved, and they're pretty wild. They show how Leslie Clark was just straight up arguing with these trolls in the chat, and she was saying more and more crazy shit, like shit that will get you banned very easy. You know what I mean? She wasn't like policing her language at all, especially on a platform like TikTok. She was telling people that they're whores. She was telling people to KYS. You know what that means? Like, this chick was going off on people. I've never seen her do this before, but like I said, the trolls, they're getting pretty crazy. Now that she said that her grandma is sick, but before, I remember Leslie Clark's live streams used to just be her like silently staring off into the distance, making weird noises every once in a while, chewing on her tongue. And then one day, this chick, like this mod, started joining her live streams. The mod started arguing with the chat, and I guess Leslie discovered that the chat was a thing, and then she just started going all in. Like, every time she would go live after that, it would be about the chat. So I just want to show you guys these couple of live stream clips, and these sort of build up to the next clip I'm going to show you. They aren't as bad, but they show Leslie arguing with her audience, and they show her last moments before she was banned. I'm pretty sure one of these streams is the stream that got her TikTok banned. I just don't think that they got the full part of her getting banned. I think they just got a portion of it. But you can see her arguing with the chat the whole time.
Amy, what's up with not showing your face? Why you have no PFP? Hi, Tori. Are you? That's really none of your fucking business, Amy. Angel, you want to say oink to me when you literally have a freaking fat ass fucking cat in your PFP? Start showing your fucking face and then start calling me fat, you fucking whore. Mrs. Dyer, why wouldn't that be mean when they're mean first? Make fucking sense, you dumb bitch. Jez, nobody fucking asked you what time it was. Nobody gives a fuck. I just gotta cancel my therapy appointment in the morning. I'm gonna try to go, but Grandma probably won't even let me go.
You never Thanksgiving?
Because she hasn't been letting me go to any of her doctor's appointments. This all started because she went in to get something unstuck out of her fucking throat, and that's when they found cancer. You know, why do I put so tight of knots inside my fucking weed bag? Now I can't get it open. Thank you for the roses. Oh, Allie, I'm so glad to hear that. Amy, as soon as it dries, it's going up in a high, bud. I'm telling you that now. Thanks, Allie. Reagan, why the fuck would you do that? That's something stupid to fucking do. Why the fuck would you do that? I know, I was trying to block somebody above you, and I clicked on your name by accident. Thank you. Y'all, there's something else I want to share with y'all, too. But as of right now, I cannot share it with y'all.
Honestly, that last live stream was pretty chill. Now, the first live stream, there was some contention there, obviously, but the last live stream, she seemed pretty chill. Her hair was done, which is very rare for Leslie. She actually looked like she was chilling for once. I mean, not for once. Her old live streams used to be pretty, like, chill. There wasn't a lot of trolls in there. But once you guys see this next live stream, you'll see that there's a total shift. It's, like, all full of trolls. I don't know if this is, like, a TikTok thing now. Maybe there's a lot more people going over there to mess with people on TikTok live. I don't know, bro. Or maybe Leslie just made herself a target. But this last live stream she went on, I'm pretty sure it was on her alt account, and it made her quit. She quit TikTok because these people kept talking shit about her grandma who has cancer. Like, they kept talking shit about her. They kept saying stuff about her in the chat, and then she crashed out and started telling these people that they should do some pretty crazy shit. Like, I'm gonna have to censor a lot here, but it was an insane crash out. She's screaming at the camera. She's like chewing her tongue the whole time. It's crazy, y'all. You guys gotta see this.
In a fucking ditch somewhere by a fucking car. You fucking idiot. I hope you fucking go yourself.
Knock, knock. The mountain's calling.
So they're saying my grandma's is okay? That's okay? Is that fucking okay? No, it's not fucking okay.
Where's the closest speaker?
I'm acting like this because they're literally saying my grandma's fucking but she's not. They need to shut the fuck up. To your house to meet your family. Introduce me to them saying that you marry me.
This chick is insane. Just because somebody says some fucked up shit about you doesn't mean that you can go on to say some crazy ass shit about them, right? You have a bunch of people watching you. I don't get why locals don't understand this, bro. People talk shit about other people on the internet all the time. They say really fucked up shit. You can't fight fire with fire. At that point, you're just stooping to their level. Like, I think both of what, like, you know, what the trolls are doing is bad and what Leslie is doing is bad, but god damn, bro, like, why the fuck would she yell this to a bunch of random ass people on TikTok? They're just a bunch of idiots. You made yourself look crazy. And at the end of the day, it's very clear why she's getting banned. Like, everybody can tell. You keep saying this crazy ass shit, right? Like, morals aside of you telling people that you want to see them harmed, you're gonna fucking get banned on TikTok for telling people that. It's super easy. They ban people for less all the time. If you want to keep your TikTok account, maybe don't do that. But according to the Reddit, she was saying she deleted her TikTok account on Snapchat, but her other one was banned. I don't know. It's all very confusing. I think that after this crash out, she was done with TikTok and probably deleted it, but who knows? It's very likely that she could have got banned too, considering the crazy shit that she was saying. But with that being said, that's all I have for this Leslie Clark update, and maybe for Leslie Clark for like all of eternity. I don't think I'm gonna download Snapchat. I don't think I'm gonna download Facebook just to look at Leslie Clark, right? TikTok was an easy place to find her. If she doesn't make another TikTok account, I'm probably just gonna stop following her. I mean, she's really not that interesting. She just crashes out all the time now. So whatever, it's fine. You know what I mean? She's just another Nova clone. They're all a bunch of Nova clones at this point. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you watched all the way to the end, you're the best. Thank you all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.
Brother came in helping, right? And I guess asked him about it, and my sisters and
Not only did I have a person on my team hackies at me in this game, but the guy who thought that I was cheating was the cheater. The guy kept denying it, but we stuck with our guns and we knew that he was cheating. But to put the icing on the cake, he got banned right when he was about to win, mid-game. Even though there are a lot of cheaters out there right now, it's still rare to see a live ban happen.
She called
so this
the
was a
cops
pretty
on
cool
her for
moment.
flipping her off.
Let's get a game. Guys, we've only gotten 92 subscribers today. Only 92.
Good.
Fucking lame.
Somebody needs to do something to your mom. Doesn't matter. Your mom's a piece of shit. Well, yeah, they are too, but your mom's gonna have to learn just as much as they're gonna have to learn. Who the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Said you know what I mean? I mean, at the same time, maybe they shouldn't get in fucking arguments with people and they wouldn't have that issue. All of them.
Burly boy Ronnie, I hope you fucking ditch somewhere by getting a car. You fucking idiot. I hope you
And like, all they have to do is stay quiet. That's it. End the discussion. If they ran their mouth, they should have kept their mouth shut.
I can't tell who you're sticking up for or not.
I'm not sticking up for either of them. I'm saying in both parties, if one of them started...
Mom poured water off the side of the balcony
and say thank you to everybody who's been watching my content. It's been a great 2024. We garnered over 50,000 subscribers this year, a ton of views, a ton of different topics discussed, and I thought that this video would help tie it all together, and we put together some of the best moments of locales of 2024. Let me know what your guys' favorite moment was of this year, and I hope you enjoy, and here's to a better 2025. Thanks, guys.
Well, I watch a dude that started watching this video, saturated content.
Yeah, so if those of you guys don't, shout out to saturated content.
Best content creator of the year goes to saturated content. Saturated has kicked ass this year.
What is up, YouTube?
Squirt me, daddy.
Historically, I found that I like breasts.
I'm actually just going to go ahead and put locale on the banned word list.
Ah! Oh, no, 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 no! Ow! Come here, let me Ow!
Haircuts, because as it turns out, I'm somewhere on the autism spectrum, like pretty much anybody who ever goes to these things.
Please don't, please don't.
Buy us a little bit of alcohol, and then she'd drink most of it, and then as soon as I drank some of the alcohol she bought, she'd be like, save some for me, and I'm like, that's rich.
Where?
I mean, if we're getting ladies, I guess I'll get a Baconator. I mean, those Baconator fries do sound gas.
Holding your frame. You
My
framed
babe, sorry.
You framed me.
A lot of rumors going
Why-
around
why
that
wouldn't it be?
Boogie
Why- You know, why not make
is gonna
fucking
off
Wanamaker
himself.
pop even more than what it already is? That makes no sense. They want Topeka to be a good fucking city, and they...
die alone. I will not pay for your rehabs anymore.
Nice. I mean, what's happening? Why is there a little girl in the passenger seat? Should we call the police, mommy?
I think I heard Boogie and Desi having sex last night. That was a little traumatic.
Going to change your baby diaper. Stop, he's kidding. No.
Blade is actually doing a very good job. Like, he's rizzing Emily so good.
Listen up, all you top G's.
Honey!
I'm Tipples. I support Adrian Blair. I support Amanda Moore.
Shut up!
Like I said, that steak is barely cooked.
All this fucking video is this stupid shit.
I don't know why you guys think I'm him, but how many times do I have to say I'm not freaking him?
You stink. No! No, the fuck I don't! Just stop and leave me alone!
Always.
Everybody seemed to think I poisoned my family when I did not. I have a grievance against you tomorrow. Yeah,
I need some too.
I don't need help.
Good.
I don't need
Makes it easier for me.
I'm pooping myself. I'm pooping myself.
This man is Andrew Ditch. He is most known for being a horror cow on the internet.
Where?
Doing bizarre things like
Grab it.
wearing diapers, pooping himself, and having outlandish tirades against his family, friends, the police, hospital staff, basically anybody that he ever comes across. Now, Andy is an interesting enigma because not everything that he says is how it seems. Today we're going to explore some of the more interesting aspects of Andy.
How do you know?
So let's get into it.
I was gonna say most pictures that there are,
This is wet.
It's the same with the other way around. Most pictures of me are Kylie.
Today. I'm not a predator.
The greatest friend.
It's all on tape.
Andy is not super well known. There's a good chance that you've never really heard of him. There are other lolcows out there that we've discussed that have odd tendencies.
Bring me some.
But the perplexing factor of Andy is his diaper fascination.
This, I go through one diaper at nighttime, and that's it. When I wake up at around 11 o'clock, this diaper is going to be wet.
He is probably most well known for his "I'm pooping myself" clip, where he is sitting there and starts to crap his diaper.
And I think I'm pooping myself, damn it. I'm pooping myself. I'm pooping myself.
Dang!
I didn't even know I was recording.
He's about to get his ass poked. He jumped on his mom's bed.
So he can't really control himself.
How's that?
But that doesn't disregard the fact that he should know better at certain times. He's had plenty of instances where he has disputes with his family and walks off, one of which including him staying inside of a motel, and I don't know what the fuck went wrong, but he started to smear his poop all over the walls.
I needed a diaper ever fucking before. So guess what? This is what my hotel looks like. Never needed a diaper before. I'm checking out.
That's very epic. That's very cool, Andy. I'm sure the minimum wage Honduras immigrant was very happy to clean up after your mess. Nothing is ever really his fault, and he is always upset when things don't exactly go his way. He is always talking about the types of diapers he likes the most, which ones are good, which ones are bad.
Before I can tell you how exactly how long, this is the diaper I had on. It was completely dry because I changed my diaper before going.
What?
This is wet.
It's sad.
On the outside.
What?
The way I had
it looks like shit.
Wetness in here. I think I may have had
I love you. It does.
I think I may have wet more than just one time. Okay? I don't know why. When I drink a little bit, granted, I had a little bit of Diet Coke. I didn't even finish my second refill. This is my refill that I had. That's what I had all day, plus 1.5 of this here. I have to drink a little bit more, but why? I'm going to piss. So this is just a wet diaper.
A big bite.
It is. Look, I could keep it
big
there,
bite.
push down, right? Very little wetness.
A big bite.
Just think, I'm 300 plus pounds. Can you tell me how I have a fetish to this?
And he even does like wetness tests where he'll show them on camera, get a piece of fucking paper towel and dab it up and say, "Yep, that's wet. Isn't that cool?" Proceeds to not wash his hands and just waddles away somewhere else. And one of the more intriguing aspects is that Andy has gone to a plethora of different therapists, doctors throughout his life. None of them have really improved his condition, but he has been prescribed or issued a pee-pee poo-poo log, where he basically writes down any time that he pisses or shits.
It's not that much sugar though.
So yeah, this is my potty log today. Last night I put on a crinkle at 10:43. Had to change at 4:50. Yeah, it was very soaked. If it wasn't for my dogs
Big
waking me up
bite.
at that time, I would not have been able to change.
If he used a toilet, if it was in his diaper, if he thought about it, if it was an accident, etc. And he just has to fill that out to make sure that he's a good little boy and that there are no more issues coming any further. And one of his fascinations is to go play at the playground. Now, understandably, a grown-ass man who pisses and shits himself and is constantly screaming into his phone nonstop is probably
Bring me the bag
a
of
sight for
turkey.
sore eyes.
Playground for a little bit. To swing, the swing set. Some people think I'm a dangerous person. Well, dangerous people can't be at playgrounds. So, I'll be swinging. Here's I'm not a dangerous person. Cool. I like this. Nobody here besides just me. Just me. I'm
Do whatever you
just
want, I'm
your
screaming.
alone. And
Ow,
I'm
my
swinging.
penis!
I love
Oh,
the
my
swing
penis. Ow.
Said that they're going to beat me up once I come out of the playground. Okay, well, I'm going to be walking out because I'm cold. We'll see if somebody comes beat me up. I doubt it. I'm walking down Morgan Street, so if anybody wants to come say hi, please do. Oh, by the way, I'll be home alone too.
And there are a lot of speculations about what is Andy's purpose? What's going on here? Does he really have this disease that's making him piss and shit himself all the time? Or is this some type of fantasy that he's trying to live out and make everybody else take part in? There have been moments in time that he has asked his parents to change his diaper for him. There have been times where he has exposed himself to other people by taking his pants down.
Because I did my chores before going out to my doing the playground. There were kids playing on the basketball net, and I recorded it. Oh, my interaction with them and everything. I'm not a predator. It's all on tape. It's all on tape. Nobody has to worry, because if I was a child predator with kids on the... if I was a child predator and I was a sexual predator, the police would have been called to the playground and arrested me.
And at the end of the day, you might say, maybe Andy just, he's just part of his mental illness. He just can't control it. And there's a lot to dispute, and there's a lot to argue about what really has gone down in Andy's life. One of the main factors that we do understand is that when Andy was 20, he was living on his own. He had a minimum wage job. He got in a car accident, and ever since that day has chose to wear diapers every single day, nonstop, can't control himself. And no doctors, I guess, have been able to figure out exactly what's going on there. We'll discuss his mental illness a little bit more towards the end of this video, but Andy doesn't seem to be held in very high regards by other people, and a lot of the time people think that his diaper-ism is some sort of sexualization, and that's why people tend to call him a predator and say to stay away from playgrounds and to avoid all that business. Speaking of some health issues, Andy also tends to interact with hospital staff too frequently.
I'm scared.
On me about cyberbullying. Stop shining.
Well, I did nothing wrong.
Stand up.
Andy is kind of aware of what's going on in society. This takes place kind of prevalently when he goes to doctors. He goes to the hospital multiple times during the week for bullshit ailments that he's trying to say. Sometimes it's mental health, sometimes it's physical, but anytime that he goes there, he never actually gets cured of anything. He doesn't get prescribed of anything, because half the problem is he is just completely narcissistic in his own needs and will use hospital rooms that could be better served for other people.
I'm in a hospital with no medical need. The hospital I'm in doesn't treat mental health, only medical. There are people who are getting sick. Hospital's full, they have no place for people. And you're allowing me to stay here at Milford Hospital during a time when other people can need it more. And you guys are just gonna allow sick people get sick.
He is constantly disrespectful to the staff, and when he's disrespectful to the staff, they call the cops, and the cops show up, and he's disrespectful to them.
Yeah.
What is the address?
I'm scared.
Look at me, look at me.
I'm scared.
Hear me out.
I don't know what's going on. I'm scared.
Can I walk you out to your cab?
No, I'm too scared.
Yeah, we can change the cab to any address.
I'm scared.
As long as you know the address.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
You said you wanted to go home.
I don't want to go home. I want to be admitted for my health and safety. I'm scared.
He has spit on them before. He has screamed. He's hit himself before while they're standing there. And when it gets to the most extreme, he'll threaten self-harm against himself, including a time when he was being thrown out and he said, all right, well, I'm going to go run in the street because I don't know how to use crosswalks correctly.
I'm going to get hit by a car if you beat me. I'll take the cab to Dad's house so I can sue you. I want to get hit! Hit me! Hit me! These fucking assholes don't want me alive! You abuse me! You abuse me!
And then eventually gets taken down by a cop. So Andy just can't control himself when it comes to interacting with authority. He just doesn't really understand how that whole shebang is supposed to go down. And it's not just hospitals that he has to deal with. He also deals with the police on a nearly weekly basis.
Personal experiences been discrimination and mistreated by the police department for starting rumors how they had said I used to be a manager at McDonald's when I was not, that I used to live on my own, which technically, I don't know how to word it, but I would say technically I would have been considered living on my own in 2005, but I was mostly at my parents' house because I couldn't take care of it or myself.
Now, if you watched any of my other content on my channel, you'd understand that the police are kind of an integral part of some of these creatures. Cyrax being the most well known. We have lambasted him for calling the police hundreds of times, non-stop, for the most petty shit. Well, meet Andy, who calls him all the time. His dad is even reaching kind of a breaking point, saying that he just can't take it anymore.
Well, that's because you're the one that's in charge. No, I don't want to do that because it's bad enough he's trying to cancel his medical insurance and stuff, which is a possibility we have a place to put him now if he don't cooperate. And he has to stop calling you guys. It's not your fault that he calls you. Right. Because that is showing these people that he doesn't qualify because if he's going to do that, he's going to call for.
I don't want you to abuse me anymore, Dad, is why. And I'm not going back to your house, it's my right. And I only didn't run away from my doctor because she was going to call police for, because I was going to run away in Buffalo.
And Andy gets kicked out of this location, and he asks the police officer, hey, why don't you help me cross the street?
Okay, so I'm moving out. No longer his responsibility. Because you think I have capacity.
You have to legally change your payee.
Well, you think I have capacity, so I will ask you to help me cross the street over that way.
What's that?
I will ask you to help me cross the street, please.
Where are you going?
I'm going that way.
All right. Just use the crosswalk and watch the lights. Okay, yep. I got you on recording as you allow me to run away. Yep.
It's the least you could do. I need help crossing the street. And the police officer is completely bewildered. He doesn't understand at all. And Andy just all the time will call people in to show up to his house and will just go and drone on and on and on about random bullshit that has happened in the past that he can't quite remember exactly how the story went down, and they constantly refute him.
Hi.
What's going on?
I was hoping to get a call because I'm hurting real bad.
You did get a call.
I did?
Nobody picked up.
What?
You did get a call and nobody picked up.
Oh. My phone is on. I'm being cyberbullied.
And take your stuff offline.
Well,
Which you've been told a million times.
Yeah.
The stuff you talk about online, you're asking to be cyberbullied, and there's absolutely nothing we can do about it.
It is mind-numbing, and because these are just local civil disputes, it's just the cop in the area that typically shows up, and a cop that is pretty prominent in that location is Officer Brantley, I believe is his name. It might be Brentley, it's something of that sort, and he shows up multiple times. And one notable instance is Andy calls him to report cyberbullying.
I'm not part of the bullying. I'm at work right now on a Saturday night at 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're calling me about cyberbullying, okay?
You know, Officer Bentley, you can have a grievance against you tomorrow. Have a good day.
Because those have all worked, okay?
Have a grievance.
Okay.
And asks him if he could help get rid of the cyberbullying. And Brantley says, nah, we can't do that. That's not a thing we can do. The First Amendment's a thing. Bye-bye. And Andy, being the stand-up citizen, says, you know what, buddy? I completely understand. That's cool. By the way, I'm going to report you. I'm going to write up a bad email about you. You're going to fucking rue this day, bitch. And walks back inside. But one of the more aggravating aspects of Andy's police calling was the oil diffuser incident. Now, Andy lives at home with both of his parents and one of his brothers, and Andy claimed that using an oil diffuser helps him calm down, helps him relax, take a chill pill. The problem is, both of his parents are elderly, and his mother is on oxygen. So this eucalyptus scent that he was spraying throughout the entire house was making it difficult for his mother to breathe.
That's okay. Tucker barked at him at 3 o'clock in the morning, so this is a way of killing Tucker.
Well, it was so strong when we came back in from papers. Joe ran right upstairs and he was about trying to eat something. Was going to eat something. Forget it.
How's that, Lee? I know you can't get near your.
For YouTube to know, is 10 p.m. Friday, March 13, 2020. Mom called police because Andy had oil diffuser on, trying to keep relaxed from my dad yelling and not giving me sensory break.
She couldn't do it anymore, and they called the cops. Now, Officer Brantley shows up and says, Andy, can you turn your light off so that we can have a conversation man to